because it fucks with the comics so much.
Marissa came to me a year ago now and said that her and Brad came up with an idea.
A party/comedy show?
They wanted to do a comedy show in her backyard and they wanted to have a drinking game.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
And so it's a standard stand-up comedy show, but we have drinking game rules and the audience drinks whenever a comic breaks a rule.
Out loud, I said, that sounds great. I totally want to be a part of that.
So we have rules for the comics and rules for the audience.
As the audience gets drunker, so do the comics.
So for the audience, we come up with like 5 or 6 different rules that are things that comics talk about a lot.
Like things such as whenever a comic talks to the audience or does crowd work, or things like whenever a comic sings or does a funny voice.
Take up and don't touch the paint, motherfucker, it's still dry!
A drink sign lights up.
And fuck lobster.
And then the audience takes a sip.
Sometimes their timing gets thrown off.
Go ahead. So anyway. It's not birds.
Kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Because that always happens.
But then they have to like kind of play off that a little bit.
You're fucking, no one's gonna believe in you! Do fucking something!
And then for the comics, it's
The comics choose their order out of a hat.
Andy Peters. Going third.
whatever that number is, that's like the order they'll perform in.
And they have to consume 1 alcoholic beverage for every set before theirs.
You think you get these shoulders from being fucked up?
And then also for each rule broken by the comic before them, when they get on stage, they have to chug for that many seconds.
5, 6, 7.
So we usually have 5 or 6 comics. If you're the 6th comic, it means you have 5 full drinks before your set.
So everybody gets really drunk and it's really fun.
Sometimes it goes awesome and sometimes it doesn't, and that's like part of the show, you know?
Let's do it, pal!
This is our 1-year anniversary show, yeah.
Guys, the candles are joints.
First of all, it started really small and grassroots and a lot of friends.
When we first started, we only had 1 microphone, we borrowed a speaker, and we had just a little bit of the bar set up.
It's just gotten so much bigger, it's just gotten insane.
I love it. I really thought, I had no idea it was in like the backyard of a house. I really thought it was a venue.
It's all, comedians who really want to be here, who want to be, in front of this crowd, and it just adds an extra element of excitement to it, I think.
People really enjoy it and they love it. I mean, you can't only do this in LA, outside, and the drinks, and it's just a really fun atmosphere, so I love coming.
Fun for not only the audience, but for the comedian, which when the comedian's having fun on stage, the audience is going to have fun on stage. Like, you feel it. You really do feel it.
We've been able to get bigger and better acts and bigger and better comics to come.
We were able to retool our front porch. We were able to project the show live to the front.
Lakers Bobblehead Wheat Club, my man! Lakers Bobblehead Wheat Club! That's not a fucking thing!
And so a lot of my friends who've been coming since the first show, if they can't make it in the back, they've actually learned to really enjoy the front because it's almost an entirely different experience in the front and the back.
You know, we've been featured in a lot of blogs and a lot of LA Weekly did an article on us.
Who doesn't like it?
One of the things we've learned very quickly was we can't start a fire.
In a show, we probably go through a few bottles of whiskey, a few bottles of vodka, gin, rum. Like, it's a lot of alcohol consumed.
It's almost like out of our control now. It's amazing.
We've really created a community here.
We want everyone to get drunk and play the game.
Yay, Jimmy!
When I think of social gatherings in Los Angeles, I think of Brew Haha, and that's it.